Whoopsie-daisy, I just remembered I haven't actually opened Source Filmmaker yet, and you saw my lewd background. Two lot bunnies that were previously Renamon nuzzling each other with huge buns. So, yes, anyway, hello everybody, good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it happens to be for you. Langlets, we literally just started, so you haven't missed much aside from my desktop.
Everything. Entire stream.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Tina, but I'm a furry. And for that, if you wanted Friendly Foxy, you're not getting it anymore. You can thank Tina, everybody. We're not going to do Friendly Foxy now, because she hates furries. She insulted me.
What? You have to change your name in card, by the way.
Ow! Hang on.
Of course, someone
Seriously don't understand how I could have missed that. Working on some SFM on a commission, then some game time. And now I just need to find the image. I know you told me earlier.
Nintendo, stop spamming it for you will timeout. Timeout? Words. Words are a thing.
Okay, there we go. That has now shown.
Okay.
Yeah, time him out.
That's what I was gonna do.
That should have updated. Right, well, okay. We'll just assume that that's now working, and we're back. And just so that people know, I was joking.
Or was he?
I'm not literally going to cancel it just because somebody doesn't like furries. Besides, I still want to make money.
Money's nice.
Especially considering that I got paid this month. And for like one day, I actually own my own money. That isn't.
When did you go here? He did. Yeah.
I already did one. And I tried also live streaming it a couple of times. I found it boring. I didn't want to do it anymore. So, yeah. Not doing it again. Seriously, there must be something...
videos. Lazy.
Seriously, go into my videos and just search for Roblox. I'm not doing it on stream. Like, literally, you have the capability of going and looking at it yourself.
Not gonna lie, I did. I literally made my dinner like 30 minutes ago.
Because it's not my responsibility. Because, look, I just don't want to, okay? I need to work on this.
He's trying to make money like you.
Yes, I actually have to try and make money. Seriously, it's not that difficult for somebody to just go and find a video on my channel. Like any of the other videos I make. And now I've just completely lost my train of thought now, because I'm not sure what I'm supposed...
I don't know.
You haven't changed the name of the stream. I haven't? Hold
Hmm?
on. It should have changed.
Have you updated your person? Said that?
It should have changed. Yeah, it's changed. It's just that you just need to refresh the stream. Oh, and nobody particularly wanted to see that either.
There's just time out.
I am not playing Roblox. I already said that I wasn't.
Get over
And
it.
continually asking me is just like continually asking me to do Friendly Foxy. I am literally going to get angry with you and, you know, pissed off and annoyed and be like, right, well, I'm not doing that then because you keep bugging me to do it and I don't want to do it. So
Kids.
behind the door is Baldy. Yeah, no shit. It's almost as if this animation is actually about him. Very, very curious indeed. It's almost as if I actually intentionally meant for that to happen. Like, I'm just about to start animating him doing stuff. You are an incredibly stupid person. And by stupid, I mean you're probably like 7. Okay, maybe stupid's the wrong word.
Well,
I think...
it wouldn't be stupid, it would be ignorant.
Yeah, that's true. I was about to say ill-informed was probably a better word, but...
True, that works too.
I mean, have you ever tried to adult like I had to last night? Like, literally last night, because I was playing Oxygen Not Included so much. It got to the point where I was an hour late getting dinner. And then after a while, I was just like, you know what? If I don't set an alarm and try and make sure that I, you know, don't overrun so much, or I'm trying to do 2 things at once, and my brain can't function. But yeah, basically, if I kept on playing after I'd eaten dinner, it probably would have been like 11, probably like 12 o'clock in the morning, probably even later by the time I'd actually stopped.
Oh god.
So I just went, you know what? I'm setting the alarm on my phone for 9 o'clock. Once it hits 9 o'clock, I stop playing games for the evening. And then I went and had a shower, and I had a shave, and then I went to bed at about 10:30. So, I've done my adulting for a week, now I can go and do other stuff. Now I can stop adulting. And why the hell is this not moving? Is it doing that stupid channels clip thing again?
Oh.
It's doing that channels clip thing again.
I mean,
Again,
I'm doing art.
why do they bother putting this in? It is literally just a case of, if you don't want something to animate, just tell it not to animate. Don't restrict it on a time frame or something.
Yeah. I mean, whenever I'm doing art, I have a habit of not eating or drinking.
Hang on, before I do this, I need
So I completely ignore anything to do with food or drink.
Nah, not me. I generally, if I get hungry, I will get up and go and get food. But the one that commonly works with me is that if I really badly need the toilet, it's just like, no, I'm just gonna sit here with a full bladder for the next hour and a half while I continually sit here and play Oxygen Not Included. That game has just been taking up so much of has been eating so much of my time lately. Because I'm just determined just to get it to a point where I'm just like, I need to find crude oil. I still haven't found any, and I don't know what biomes it spawns in.
Crude oil is very deep. Let's dig down.
So basically just keep digging downwards.
Mm-hmm.
That may explain why, because at the moment I'm just digging upwards. And that I'm trying to find a natural gas vent.
Oh, where do you think oil comes from?
Yeah, but this game doesn't work on the same type of logic. It could be just whichever biome it just happens to spawn in, whether it be up or down,
With
it
oil
wouldn't
it
matter.
does.
That's real
They actually
life,
did
Spirit. We're
something.
talking game logic here.
No, they actually did it. They actually had to mine down to get some.
You actually have to mine down. Well, my logic
Mm-hmm.
was it doesn't matter which biome it's in, be it up or down, so long as it's in that specific biome, that's where the crude oil is going to be.
It's more down because it's more hotter as you go down.
Oh, hello,
Like this
Joshua. I
hotter?
see you've added a load of, I don't know whether that's Chinese, Japanese, or no, it's
Symbols.
not Korean. It's not. There's just a way that Korean works. I'm pretty sure that's Japanese.
I don't know. Hey, when to go? Newsflash. We don't care.
Yeah,
If you're gonna be rude, we don't care.
there is a level of caring, and we do not have any of it. And ours is all at level 0, and why has Source Filmmaker stopped?
Poop out on you.
Hmm?
Did it mess up on you or something?
No, it was auto-saving, so it wasn't letting me do anything.
Oh. Alright, see you, Mel.
Yes, it's oh, Matt's here.
So,
Hang on,
hello.
let's. Where's the other group?
Okay.
Hang on, well, Leon's not.
Leon's 6 to 8,
No, not
probably.
remove friend, not in remove from server. Oh, I'll just call you on the other group. So, and I don't know why.
Alright.
Okay. Why does it never add me to the call whenever I call you guys? It's like, I started the call so that I could join you and talk to you, and it's just like, I'm not going to add you. Okay, what's the point in that?
Well, it's Discord. Can't be Discord with a little bit of chaos.
True.
And I know what that was meant to be a reference to, and I was just like, I see what you did there. You cheeky swine.
Chaos. I can do anything. That's another reference. Metamorphosis.
Oh, yes. And
you guessed it yet?
no. Aside from the MLP Discord, I don't know what you're making a reference to.
Jedevil from Deltarune.
Yeah, haven't. Oh, I've not played. I've not played Deltarune, so.
Yeah, it's a secret boss you gotta find. Kind of like Sans, he is the most hardest thing in the game.
So yeah, if you're probably looking at the stream right now, you might be looking at this going, what the hell have you done? Why are there so many lights? I forgot how to do the thing, and it wasn't. I couldn't get anything to work, and I just sort of made a mess.
This looks like a recreation of an Australian bloody Christmas miracle.
That was. I think it's the same map. It's the same map, but
it is. But it looks like you're quote unquote kind of recreating it. Only it's with demos instead of snipers.
Okay, it's not that one. It's not that light. It's not that one. It's not that one either. I'm going to keep going through every single light until I find the one that I want that's shining directly onto Baldy so that it doesn't look like he's suddenly trying to do a stage show. It's not that one. Please say it's this one. It's not that one either. Okay, it must be one of... It's not any of those ones, because those are the ones that... Okay, it has to be one of these. Okay, maybe it's this one? No? That one? No?
Alternatively, just hit the eye icon rather than looking for the intensity. You know, blink them on and off.
Okay, so it was that one. Apparently I already have the intensity turned down on that one. Okay, maybe I just need to move the light. Oh, that was why, because I was trying to light the back wall as well, but... Okay, seriously, is there, like, an easier way that I can do this without having to have, like, 10 different lights on at the same time? You said something about having one light and doing it like a 360.
You can do that. Just be sure to have shadows turned off. You basically want to create two lights. Well, actually, in this case, yeah, actually two lights. Now, the first one, create and just put it in the floor. Make sure to turn off shadows. And then right-click the horizontal and vertical FOVs and I forgot what it's called, but basically just change their numbers to 360.
So, when you say put it in the floor, whereabouts in the floor do I put it? Like, in the center of the room, or...?
Since this is going to be a full 360 light, yeah, in the room, in the floor, in the center of the room. Face it upwards. Sorry, stream's catching up.
And then you said... horizontal
Well, when
and...
you're done, yeah, when you're done, let go of the light. Right-click the horizontal and vertical FOVs. Right-click them, and there should be a button to remap them or something.
Yeah, remap range, and then what do I set the max to?
Well, 360. You need to do it on both, and then try selecting selecting both of them in the animation stat editor, and use the one slider so you can easily see them both change at the same time while keeping an eye on them and make sure they don't glitch.
Okay, horizontal and vertical. Get away from the light. Get away. Turn all these
Get
lights.
away!
Get away from the wizard!
Yeah, this is going to turn off all the other lights.
One. Well, on the plus side, at least the room's lit, but the floor's a little bit...
Don't worry. That's why we're going to need multiple lights. So you have it light up the whole area. Grab the far Z and tone it down until where it's barely lighting the roof. And then get rid of some of the blue and green to give it a little bit of red, since the floor in this case is a bright red. It needs to reflect some of that.
Yeah, the only trouble is that when I do the far Z, it gets rid of the lights on the walls
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
I see. Yeah, then don't do that then. Sorry, just waiting for the stream to catch up.
You know, I could just screen share it for you.
Yes, please do.
It might... Actually, hang on. It might lag the stream if I do that.
Of course it will lag the stream.
Yeah, I don't think I'll do that then. Like, I'm already dropping frames already for some reason, and I don't know why, but...
Oh, which frames are you getting rid of, and which frames are you going to play next?
Mag, Titania... That new
Plan on
guy,
trying out the rubber
that
frame that just came out?
that new one that everybody's worked out you can actually stack speed buffs on and make him go insanely fast that you literally get tunnel vision.
Someone actually did it so hard that it broke the graphics in the game.
I think they're going. They probably left that in initially because they were just like, yeah, we know everybody's going to want to try and do that, but they're probably going to at some point have to set a limit.
And it's a very specific. You need Vault, Wisp, and forgot the other ones. Anyway, before you set the next one, did you make the bottom light a lot lighter? Turn down the intensity and grab the. I don't know what it is, but it's that one where it has a slider in the center of it. Hold on, I gotta bring up your quality. It starts with a Q. It's above shadow depth fists. Use a mixture of both turning down intensity and the thing above shadow depth.
Quadratic attenuation.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly the difference is between it and intensity, but I just see it as a lesser intensity.
Okay, that looks alright. The only reason that it looks a bit weird at the moment is simply because I got the other light there at the moment.
That's okay. And be sure to grab the two colors, green and blue, and zero slide them a little bit.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Alright.
So, now do I need to do the whole thing with the Uber light, or is that just...
Uber light is a little bit different, but no, we don't need to do that right now. Just do this last part to light up the rest of the room.
Yes, so...
So basically you'll be lighting up this whole room with two lights, one at the floor, one at the top. Have them not very intense because you're going to be using other lights to light up your characters specifically. Is this helping?
Yeah, because I was just trying to sit here and work out how do I do the thing?
I did this for 2 days straight. Trying to figure out how.
And there was fucking light bulbs everywhere.
Literally,
These
I was
little
just...
sticky notes everywhere. Yeah, bring it until it's just about to touch the ceiling and stop there. That actually looks good. Yeah, that looks good, actually, where you've left it. Again, it's stream catching up. But for that, I recommend turning the light a bit yellow, since it's from a candlelight. Well, technically in that case, it would be even more red, too, but yeah. I don't know.
Because you don't want to turn it all the way down, otherwise... It's still a bit bright in some places.
Yeah, that's why I recommend you having both of these lights turned down very low. They're just meant to lightly illuminate the whole room, while you use your main lights to light up the areas that the camera is focusing on. When indoors, it's good to have a very dim room with some focused lights.
Duh. Oh, sorry, wrong time of dim.
You very are
I'm a dim. Oh, people keep saying I'm a bit of a dim room, but I don't agree with that. I am smart. Alexa. Pronounced. Yeah, you see, I had the right idea when I was doing this originally, but I just didn't think to change the range of the sliders to 360. Hence the reason why it didn't quite work. So we just put all of these back to normal. Turn the intensity down so that it's not too bright. I would honestly have said.
So how are you, Matt?
I'm okay.
He's doing fine. There. See, folks, I'm getting better at this. That's only because Matt keeps helping me. Because I is clueless otherwise. Okay.
Well, time for me to prep my pizza.
He's going to prep a pizza.
Pizza.
For eating!
I have no choice this time because, well, I was gonna go shopping, but I had that headache thing and I couldn't go. So I am without bread. So if I'm gonna have anything bread-like to bring to work, I'm gonna bring leftover pizza.
Oh, trust it. To be perfectly honest, I went food shopping yesterday with an absolute stinker of a headache. Mostly because I didn't sleep very well the other night, and
Same here. I tried to sleep last Monday, but I was literally in bed until 6 a.m. and I didn't fall asleep. And I tried. I tried to relax and everything, but the further the night went in, the more I realized I'm not falling asleep and I'm starting to panic. And of course, when I'm just about ready to walk off, I'm about ready to pass out. But I still went. Boss of my line was happy to poke me awake now and then. Thankfully, halfway through work, I went in overclock mode. But when I got home, I passed out.
crash mode.
Hmm. And then I woke up.
No, hang on, I need the light back.
I don't know when, but I woke up at a decent hour. But only halfway through, a little bit through the day, I decided to collapse in the bed again, and here I am now.
The only reason he's awake is because he isn't sleepy.
And yeah, this is awesome what you're doing. You see?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what you should do, just for a cool effect? You should add another light the up at the stairs there, facing down, and put a volumetric light there.
I was just about to say, it's a baldy animation, I don't really need to do that, but you know what? It does look like there does need to be something there, because it does look like there's, like, nothing there, and it does look a bit weird with there being total darkness up there, so...
Yeah, I was gonna suggest you light up that area since it's dark, but then I thought having it dark that area actually makes it perfect for when you place a light up here to face down.
Just do that to match that.
Get rid of a little bit of blue. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I know, because it was too purple. Hello there, spring trapped. Oy, 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 oy. I got plenty of sleep last night, and yet I'm still tired. I hate it when that happens. And now we just sit there and have all of their spines jittering as if they're talking, because I can't be bothered to animate anything decent.
I do like how that's your charm, though. And
I'm
I like how you're starting to
lazy.
poke fun at some of your cliches, such as the Kozowski kick into the air and explode. No!
I am not dropping that joke. And again, I always keep coming up with the best jokes for stupid baldy animations. But that is about to change. After this one, no more baldy. And then this afternoon, I will continue working on that animation that I was working on yesterday.
Oh, by the way, you still, considering what happened when you first tackled this, I understand this really took down your motivation and need to even play it at all. But do you still feel like you'll eventually um, play and record changed? And if so, what style or way are you going to do it?
Well, I was thinking probably more along the lines of, considering that most people just don't like watching gameplay from me, I was just thinking about just recording the gameplay just so that we could get, just so that I can get reactions from like me, you, and maybe Spirit as well if he's there too.
I'll join in if I'm awake.
Um, and then just animate those and maybe put the gameplay up as like an unlisted video if people want to see it. Because that's
All
just
right, so you'll have the uncut version unlisted for people to see, but you'll primarily be doing a heavily edited one. It's like a let's play, but at key moments, like say for example the start, you'll I don't know animate your Soto character stepping out. And hey, I've got I've got a Puro model that I use for VR chat. I could use Blender to rip off the mask and tweak it to fit that the Anthro Wolf models, so that well, I don't know, you can animate those, but not sure how we're going to do the other ones. Then again, most of them are wolves, so like for example, when you come across some white ones, especially the squid dog guy, I'm sure we could just simply turn one white and put some basic tentacles in it.
I forgot you can't jitter things while it's on the well, you have everything when you have the entire timeline selected. I don't know why it doesn't let you do that.
Also, question: are you going to animate your player character as one of your characters, or are we going to try and make it look like the main character?
I don't know in that regards. I'm not 100% sure. Because if I was using my current Sonar or what I plan to change him over to, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, all right.
But on the other hand, it's just like, this is how I'm choosing to represent myself, so maybe have the Puro mask? I don't know, I like that idea.
Okay, I got an idea. Well, when it comes to animating the character, you could again use a character that closely represents him, and either with your certain parts of your commentary, a mixture of both him and even your character popping up at the sides talking to him, or if there's ever a moment where you're like questioning your character or something are you happy with this? Are you happy that you can't go around this little corner?
I don't know, we will have to actually record it, have something for me to work with, and then we'll have to come up with something, you know, stuff. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Hang on. There needs to be a brief... No, hang on. How long does that pause need to be for? I'm padding out the runtime. Now, considering I have all of these selected, what happens if I then turn them? Oh, okay, definitely not doing that.
Okay. If you're gonna do that, right-click your rotation bowl and change it to local rotation.
Local rotation. Then it auto-saves.
Of course.
Oh, that's right, because... Yeah, okay, that's not gonna work. I will have to animate, I will have to rotate them all.
You don't have to rotate them all. Just rotate the ones that are facing in that direction to that direction. Then just do the others. So you're basically doing it 2 times. And then just refine the direction of some of the ones that you think need it.
I always have to make things difficult for myself, don't I?
Yep.
That's why I'm here to remind you.
So if I then change... Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I was selecting the right ones before doing that. Oh, no, wait, hang on. I didn't want his pelvis. I wanted his spine 0. Okay. Again, I'm not going to go absolutely crazy with this because it's only a baldy animation. It's not like it's really that important.
Microwave.
Microwave.
I really wish I could see it.
Well, considering it's been over 2 weeks since that guy uploaded it to his channel, I might upload it to mine, but I don't know.
For now, just unlist it. For now, just unlist it for me.
You probably should upload it because you don't have to listen to his instructions of not uploading your channel.
But
hello!
we pay him money.
That is true.
And I also just realised I hadn't unselected all the other spines. Yes, it looks like I'm just going to have to reset.
Sorry, I'm feeling huggy and giddy or something, and I need something to hug. And I have nothing to hug.
You really need like a plushie or a body pillow.
I do. I have well, not a body pillow, but I have a little. Oh shit! It's not Okami. It's the little pup. It's actually a flat pillow that has the strings and buttons, and if you twist them around and hook them on the button, it makes them into a fat little plushie. So he folds up into a upright standing dog or a flat pillow.
You get that at.
And also, I need to buy a fursuit just so that I have something to keep me warm during the winter. Literally,
buy a fursuit.
Yeah, literally, somebody I was talking to on, or somebody I follow on Twitter, apparently has a medical condition where the cells in her body don't produce enough heat to keep her warm, so she's always cold. So apparently she said something on Twitter along the lines of, you know, I literally have I'm using my fursuit to keep me warm at the moment. I just said I can just imagine you curled up somewhere watching a film while fully in suit. And I'm just sitting there thinking, I need to buy a fursuit just so that I can keep myself warm during the winter, so I don't have to rely on the heating. Because I mean, think about it. It'll practically pay for itself that way.
True. Noob, apparently we woke up frozen.
Alright, I'm gonna
group called Chat
take off to go. I'm gonna take off to go make my pizza, but I'm also gonna be watching a video in the background. I'll keep yours here, but I'm gonna mute myself so you can't hear the video. So if you need my help, just shout, Matthew! I need help! You'll be on my speaker, so I'll hear you.
Okay.
And if I don't respond, if I, for some reason, muted you or something, say something in the chat. I'll keep the Discord on that, so the narration program will at least catch my attention.
Okay.
Also, by the way, again, I know it's a Boldy's animation, don't really care, but maybe have one extra light facing the entrance and Boldy from the outside and give it a big yellow bright volumetric light for the sun for dramatic effect.
Nah, because this is literally just meant to be the idea with this joke is that he just opens the doors the wrong way and it upsets the demo men. So it's not meant to be entirely dramatic. It's just meant to
I know, but it's beautiful. You know how much I love volumetric lights, bloom, and lens flares and all that.
I know you do.
Poor Frozen.
Well, at least you're actually up at a decent time now, mate. The only thing was, I couldn't find a way to remove him from the group without, like, it's just like, remove friend. Do you mean remove friend as in remove him from the group, or remove him from my... I was just like, I don't want to click that in case I end up,
Alright.
Anyway,
Okay,
you go deal with your
back
pizza.
soon. Thank you.
Okay, Jelly, can you not do that?
Yeah, I was just about to say, can you not do the whole spelling out a word with each individual letter on?
You already know someone who does that. Say. She hasn't been here in a while. Can you guys not?
Like literally, you're one of the channel moderators is talking to me at the moment, and I'm also here. Okay, that's it.
I was just ready for
You
it.
were warned. You know, I actually just kind of realized that the bit with the demo man turning around to look at Baldy is actually kind of creepy.
Oh god. Oh. Yeah, you know I messaged you about Masher looking at your Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
His reaction was really, really, really funny.
What, were you voice chatting at the time, or?
During the stream with, when you were streaming Auction, wait, was it Auction? What was it?
I don't know, it was obviously during a stream.
It was, yeah, it was during the stream. No, it was Saturday. It was your Saturday stream.
I think I do remember him saying something about that, yes.
It was your, the end of the month stream. And he wanted that for whatever reason. And after stream, I asked him, I was like, have you not seen Noob's Twitter? He goes on your Twitter.
Didn't he leave the Discord group at some point because it said that he rejoined it, and I was just like, because, you know, if you actually go and look slightly...
Yeah, I know. Because we were joking. For whatever reason, he decided to leave the Discord.
Yeah, because it's just like, he comes back and I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah. And apparently, his Discord has two names. For whatever reason. Stream is great. Yes, I can read backwards. Yeah, so he goes on your Twitter. His reaction is really, really priceless. And then I told Frozen. He said, "Hey," he's like, what Frozen said. As for my Twitter is worse. Like,
I haven't actually seen your Twitter, so I don't know
my
what that
Twitter.
one's going to be like. But like I said, I need to create a safe for work one, to be honest.
So do I.
You know, the current one will just be one where I just post furry stuff, and then the other one's just going to be like, yeah, I'll still post furry stuff, but it won't be lewd.
Yeah, because I don't think your Twitter isn't really YouTube friendly.
Since when have I ever really said that I was that I was kid friendly anyway?
I don't know. Apparently, YouTube said you were.
No, YouTube thinks I am. They haven't actually bothered to check yet.
I mean, you do have a kind of a young audience.
Yeah, well, I don't want that. I don't want that audience no more. I want the new audience. You know,
The
the
furry
ones
one.
that watch all times of year and days of the week, not just, you know, when it's their school summer holidays, and then they immediately go back again like the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
Because yeah, literally, was doing quite well when it comes to views sort of towards the end of this month, and then all of a sudden it's just like it takes an absolute nosedive, and I'm just like, yeah, not surprised. Well, one, because it was a Monday yesterday, so views are always low, and second, everyone's probably all the little kiddies have probably gone back to school by now. So
Yeah.
I'm just sort of sitting there going, yeah, this is the reason why I'm not getting as many views. So I think the bubble might have burst. I might have been getting a load of views recently, but I don't think that's going to last for much longer. I'm hoping it will, and it wasn't just a one-time thing, but
Yeah.
I think I just, for
Because
now,
again,
just need to focus on just doing animations. Because everything
yeah.
else I've tried just doesn't work.
Because the days go down and people are going back to school and all that, so.
Yeah, this is why I need that's like I said, this is why I need an adult audience. Or a furry
Yeah.
audience, or people that can at least appreciate the work that I do.
People appreciate animation. Not emotion.
Or at least just people that appreciate the work I put into this, even though I feel like I could do like a million times better. And I know that I really should, but you know, I don't know. I'm just not sure why I just don't put the effort into actually learning like new techniques or anything. Maybe it's just who I am as a
Cool.
person.
Because half the stuff you work on isn't what you want to work on?
Maybe. Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
you'd rather be playing Auction on Quid right now than working on Polity and
That is true. If it wasn't for the fact that I actually concentrate better when I'm working on stuff like this in the mornings, I would literally be sitting here playing Oxygen Not Included instead. Hmm.
Okay, see you, Jelly, if you're
Mm-hmm.
leaving.
Yep, see you later, Jelly, if you are leaving. So that does it for a second and a half, then another 2 seconds. Now I need to get them to copy everything that this demo man is doing. Do I do that then? maybe if I select... So I don't need that demo man. I need that. And his arms. This probably isn't going to work, but...
You'll get it to work.
No, this isn't... Because this is going to be doing it... Because this will only do it based on their previous position, not the current demo man's position. Hang on. Maybe if I... Where's that first demo man? So then if I copy that... And then try pasting that over the top. There we go. That's exactly what I was aiming to try and do in the first place.
For sure. Like I said, you figure it out.
Because it doesn't matter that they all look this. They're all doing the exact same thing. That's part of the joke. It's the fact that the way Baldy has opened the door has upset every single demo man in the room. Because you're not supposed to push it open, you're supposed to kick it open.
The sniper just drops the glass he was cleaning.
He wasn't actually doing anything. Or maybe I should just have the sniper just go, oh, just fall sideways. Because I literally just can't think of anything else.
No, because you know, like, every time you see a bartender, they're, like, cleaning a glass.
I think I did that once in another animation I was doing. Where I had the medic as a bartender, and he was, whoa, okay, I didn't want to do that. And I had him cleaning a glass, so...
Do it again.
It's the only problem with having so many demo men in one scene is that you have to do this for every single one. Hang on, what have I still got this set to? Oh, that's probably why this is working, because I've still got it set to local rotation rather than world rotation. So, I'm guessing that the only reason why that is even still working is simply because I'm telling it to rotate and move based on its own specific rotations as opposed to just a point in the world. Because otherwise I would be fairly certain that most of these demo men would probably be facing the wrong way or have very, very broken spines.
Oh, so apparently they do hear, I know we posted it, but Nintendo's, trying to, claim any, fan art.
Until I actually see,
stuff.
until I actually see a cease and desist email from someone who has actually received that, I'm not believing it.
Who knows?
Because just looking at that, it's just like this is one of those panic emails. So I am literally not believing that. So yeah, as I said, until somebody actually produces an email that says, or actually has a letter or an email or something that says this has been claimed by Nintendo, I am literally just going to sit there and say, I don't believe you. prove it.
Hmm.
Oh, but all my stuff's been taken down. How do you know that's actually Nintendo? How do you know that that's not actually somebody just pretending to be Nintendo? Because that's probably what it is. It literally is somebody claiming to be Nintendo, and that's the reason why it's happening.
Who knows?
So all I will say to everybody is, actually find out, or contact somebody at Nintendo and say, my stuff has been taken down, I've received a cease and desist, I just want to confirm with you that it is actually happening. And I guarantee you, somebody will turn around and go, no, we didn't issue that. Oh, hiya, Kage.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for that 200 quid from the other day, by the way. It's still sitting in my PayPal account at the moment, but I just haven't got... I'm just waiting for all my other... mostly just waiting for my rent to go out before I start transferring money over so that it doesn't get caught up in the process and accidentally get spent on something that it's not supposed to be spent on. Oh, wait, hang on, no, I don't want his... Yeah, this was the only bit that I wanted. No problem.
How's it going?
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, I was literally that was literally the sound effect that I was going to be using for when they all start crying. Demo Man is very sad. And yeah, just because the sniper's not actually
all
doing
this other stuff. Let's drink. That's good shit.
And also, just because the sniper's not actually doing anything, I've just decided to just simply have him fall over sideways and just go, "Oh."
Oh.
And then you just hear this loud thud as he hits the floor. Again, funny stuff. Well, okay, arguably funny stuff.
Wasted in a Baldi's animation. Yes, I get it.
Wasted in a Baldy animation. Again.
Pardon me.
Pardon you?
Who's getting wasted?
Oh, look.
I want in.
No, you don't. Bad.
Yeah, I do.
Bad doggo.
Bad.
Go sit on your
We're
basket.
I will throw you in water, like I said.
Okay, so
Holy water can't touch me.
Oh, man.
die, monster, monster, monster.
You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand.
hand.
That I was once again given flesh. Oh, are we doing the thing?
Die, monster. Fuck.
I actually have been christened though. Even though I don't really believe.
Oh, and noob.
What?
Eat shit and die. Yes, fuck you.
Yeah, I've actually seen that series, but I got to like the last couple of episodes and then ran out of time to watch them.
Still love that moment, and I like that they even laughed too.
Something tells me that was just the way that those lines were delivered. It was something tells me that was improv. It's just like
kind of was.
It's just like no, just the level of writing that was up until that point. It's just the way that those lines were delivered and the way that they came across. It's just like nobody could have written those lines.
Speaking of improv, have I talked to you about that scene from Django Unchained where the person
Yeah, where he cuts his hand and he works with it through the scene.
And how terrified the poor actress was when he rubbed his bloody hand all over her face.
Genuine true fear. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why haven't you yelled? Why hasn't the director yelled cut yet?
But I'm pretty sure they all knew that This is terrifying, but this is working. I know it.
S- somebody
They're good
behind the
actors.
somebody
And the
somebody must
director
have
was
just been
smart
looking at the
enough to-
director going and just sort of pointing at his hand. He's just like, no, 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 this is working. Keep going.
Yeah, and again, from what I remember hearing about, everyone just erupted in applause.
Promptly followed by
Then-
somebody going, right, where's the first aid kit? Shit, I didn't mean to click that. Is it going to play it again? Oh, I clicked something on OBS to replay one of the notifications, and it's obviously not playing it, but...
Well, I'm gonna go return to watching this little Let's Play.
Okay.
I'll check back now and then. And again, leave a message in Discord and I'll hear it if I'm for some reason away. And you need me.
Okay. You said you had text-to-speech turn on, didn't you?
Yeah, and ever since the Force Windows update, it's now the female Australian one, which doesn't sound right. I mean, type something now and listen to what it sounds like. Is this the same one you've got right now? Because this is what it
I
is.
don't know. Hang on. Hang on. Just up if I can type.
Here it comes.
NoobMister said we're both dead. Not big surprise.
There it was. Did you hear it?
Yep.
So have you guys got that too, or am I the only one that's got that? Because it's yeah.
I don't know. It might be different from region to region.
Yeah, because I
don't
missed the
have
old
it
one. This
turned
one's
on, so I don't
slow.
know.
Can't you change it?
No, for some reason it's basing off of the narration program in my computer, but when I change the one that my computer prefers, it doesn't change this one.
I don't
Yeah,
know
who
then.
knows?
Yep, Nazzer.
Okay, get back to your videos and pizza. Right, where was I? No then, where was I? Oh yes.
Matt? Matt has pizza and I have mac and cheese.
Is it like one of those, like, 100-kilo bucket of mac and cheese?
No.
Wasn't that so, Leon? Wasn't that something that? Oh, wait. Do you prefer to go by Frozen or Leon, or either?
Is he even there?
I don't know. No, he's not anymore. Or he was,
Oh.
and now he wasn't.
He's still on the call. Message me. Oh, derp derp.
I don't think his mic is working, or something's not working.
I already went AFK. I think he was the one who originally posted that.
I think he was asking you, can you please buy this for me?
Oh yeah, he wanted me to buy it for him because what is it? It was a store exclusive here. No, I just made a small bag of it. I made it for my dinner.
And now Baldy is back in jail again. Because that's the joke, people. Baldy just winds up in jail. Repeatedly. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I've still got at least another minute's worth of animation to go through, and I've only got an idea that's probably going to last for maybe 35-45 seconds.
Have him try to break out of jail and get thrown back into another jail.
Maybe maybe he leaves the jail without... I don't know. Or maybe he thinks he's gonna get, or maybe he does something thinking he's going to be put back in jail, but then gets fired out of a cannon or something.
Get
I like how
shot out
1
of
minute my
West.
microphone is working and then Windows decides to just completely cut it off.
Yeah, but then again, I find that I think that might be a Discord thing.
Yeah, it's probably a Discord thing because I changed the gain or something and then
Oh.
suddenly nothing.
Yeah, that quite frequently happens with me, and it's annoying.
Am I too loud or too
No,
quiet
you're
or?
fine. Because I
You're
was
fine.
asking you earlier, wasn't it you that said that you wanted a...
Yeah, I was literally screaming at the mic, just like, yes, that's me, that's me. I'm the one that wanted the bucket of mac and cheese.
But yeah, we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, that was frustrating because I was like, yes, that's me, that's me. I'm the one that said about the mac and cheese bucket because I would love one of those right now.
Hey, by the way,
I
I'm
would just
eating mac
live
and
on that
cheese
now that I'm
right
back at
now. So,
a house share and I'm just like living on pasta. I'm just like this would be perfect.
The cheapness of the cheap price is so cheap.
But this time I live next to an Audi, so it's not so bad.
Yeah, I miss being within walking distance of an Aldi. Because then literally I can buy an entire week's worth of shopping for like £12, and it's like, this didn't cost me anything. Instead of having to rely
Uh,
on like Sainsbury's basic stuff. Which admittedly some of it's not too bad, but it's just...
yeah, it depends on what you
hello.
like pick out and that. We have a Sainsbury's as well, but it's like um 10-15 minutes away and it's down a really steep hill and it's horrible to get back up when you have like 2 bags of shopping and a bike or whatever.
Oh, trust me, every time I go shopping, I have to walk back with 2 very heavy bags of shopping, and it's not fun.
No, it's not.
On the plus side, I only have to do that once a week.
And then I also, because I work at a cost cutter now, whenever I'm on shift and um we reduce stuff at the end of the day down to 20p if it's about to expire, so I'm literally just gonna start raiding that stuff and freezing it for a bit.
wow.
So you literally just wait for things to go on to like really super reduced price, and then just go, I'll have that, thank you.
Well, literally, there's like a book of like reductions that you go through, and I'm just like looking through the list at the moment and just going, ah, this is gonna be at 20. This is gonna be 20p at 8 p.m. Do I wait until the end of the shift, or should I just put it in a corner? Nobody will notice.
Or just casually hide it at the back where you know where it is, and then you can just go and pick it up later.
Yeah, because because uh, it doesn't matter if it's like frozen or like I don't know sausages or pizza or anything, it will go down to 20p at the end of the day. If it started the day at like £5, it will still go down to 20p at the end of the day, and it's really amazing. But um, if they don't get sold, they just end up going in waste, and it's it's
Wasteful.
almost hot. It's almost heartbreaking just going through like a huge load of stuff and just putting it in this bin. Just like I could have bought this. It's so wasteful.
I
Just
will
bring up the
literally take
entire
it off
cart.
your hands for nothing rather than... But then again, on the other
For
hand, it is literally just, it's past its... Is it past its best before, or its use by date?
Um,
Because
e-
one,
e-
because one is a measure of quality, and the other one is for health and safety.
I think it's the health and safety one, best before or something.
That would be used by, because best before just means that you can still eat it after that date. It just won't be as good a quality as it had been if it was fresh. But use by literally means if you use it after this date, you do run the risk of getting ill.
Well, I've learned that I've got an iron stomach then, because I must have done that a couple of times.
I think if it's frozen, it doesn't matter too much. But it's like if it's fresh or you've defrosted it recently, then
No, I know for a fact that sometimes when the salads we have use by dates on the day, and I've had like a couple of prawn salads like a day or two afterwards, and prawns, they go off quite easily.
hmm.
So I'm like
2 hours
surprised I didn't
later.
have like a food poisoning bug or something or whatever.
Yeah, I'm terrible with things like that. Oh my god, I just realised I haven't changed the lightings on the other shots. This looks awful. All that lighting stuff I just did on one shot, I hadn't applied to some of the other shots.
Blame Frozen. Oh.
Oh, he disappeared and reappeared again.
What?
Wait, I disappeared? What?
Well, according to me, it said that you'd left the call and then rejoined it again.
Huh. I didn't. On my end, it didn't like disappear. Weird.
Well, according to me, it did. Very, very briefly. I don't know whether that was just simply because it was catching up from when you left previously and then came back again.
Or that I'm using my phone as a router at the moment and still don't have an internet, so it might be slightly unstable.
Why have you not paid for one yet?
I have paid for one, and it's arriving sometime today, which I'm really, really excited about. Because for once, it's not on BT, it's Virgin Media.
Oh, so you're paying even more then?
No, I don't think so. I'm paying £2.50 a week.
Oh, is it a student rate?
I don't even think it's like a student rate. It's like this all-in-one gas, electric, water, TV, and broadband package sort of thing.
Oh, one of those things.
But because I'm like a house share, it's a lot cheaper because we pay individually for this uh huge bill sort of thing. So even though I'm paying like £2.50 a week, we all pay £2.50 a week for the internet, so bill.
So it's basically spread across multiple people as opposed to one person paying the entire bill.
Yes.
That's fair enough, because unlike with me, where it is literally I have to pay about 30 quid every month, or at least for 18 months, and then it goes up to like 35. But by that point, they usually they claim that they're going to turn around and go, oh, we'll contact you when your contract is close to expiring and ask if you want a different deal. At which point I'll just say, can I just keep it at this deal if I just go back on contract with you for another 18 months?
Yeah, that's the same story that I've been doing with my mobile. Um, I'll try and be brief about this, but in 2012, I was looking for a new phone contract because I'd only just been using like an iPod for like Skype and other messaging stuff. So I started wanting to use a phone properly, and we got this phone contract in free with a Galaxy or whatever that's like £17 a month with unlimited data and a bit of tethering. Now this has been rolling on since 2012 because it expired in like 2-3 years after we started the contract.
Mm-hmm.
But we've just sort of kept quiet about it, so it keeps rolling over its contract. So it's now fixed at £17 permanently for unlimited data.
That's pretty
If you
good
start,
considering that I'm having to pay 20 quid a month for like 30 gig of data.
Precisely, because if you start a new contract with unlimited data, I think it's almost £30 or something. And
But
I'm
then
just
again,
like,
I'm with 3 at the moment, but I'm only with 3 because my sister is. So
yeah, I'm with free because my mum and dad are, so we get like the family texts and calls sort of thing.
well, yours must be a different package because mine was not that cheap to begin with. In fact, they keep adding 50p onto it for some reason. I'm just like, it's supposed to be only be 20 quid a month unless the 50p is like meant to be a service charge or something.
Every time like it goes up a little bit, for whatever reason, maybe like 50p or 25p or whatever, I don't know. Um, we've always just been quiet about it because we're like, Mum started saying that if you bring attention to it, they might realize that they're being mugged off. So yeah, 50p is not a big loss. Shut up. And I'm
Exactly.
like, I'm gonna keep rolling this over forever if I can. And I even got to the point where I'm just like, what do I do if I'm still rolling this over and you pass on? And she's like, oh, thanks. Never mind me passing on. You just want to know about your bloody phone contract. But I'm like, do I take it in your name or do I just keep going? Or would I have to start spending 20 more pounds? It's like, yeah, priorities. I'll be dead. Thanks.
I'd be dead. You want more? You want phone? Wow. Very
I'm
nice of
sorry,
you.
son, but I'm dying. What about the phone bill? Priorities.
That's literally me. She's gonna be on like the bleeping machine, and I'm like, what do I do about my phone bill? What do I do about A, B, and C? And she's like, I think you're like, I don't
It's
know,
at that
50 or
point.
something. It's at that point I'm like 50 or something. It's like, come on, be independent, be independent.
Literally,
Just
at this point in time, it is just do everything in your name and spend the money yourself because it's a lot easier than trying to have someone. I can't remember the last time I had my mum pay for any sort of recurring contract bill for me. Everything now is done purely on me. I have to pay for everything. Aside from when I occasionally have to keep turning around to my mum and going, Mum, can I borrow some money off of you? I'm in a bit of a financial problem again. But I haven't been doing that recently. I said that there was the possibility when I got lumbered with that locksmith's bill like a couple of weeks, well, probably about a month ago now.
hmm
And I said, if I can't get the money out, thankfully I had a load of money that was sitting in one of those free access ISA accounts, so that I could just get the money out and put that into my bank account, just to pay for this and to keep myself above water for like a couple more weeks. And then, of course, I had to go and put that money back in because that was specifically meant to be for VR equipment.
Mm. At the moment, I'm just sort of going through a phase where I'm just like trying not to leech off because I've just moved in. Mum's just like, "Oh, can I pay your phone? Not pay the phone. I pay that. Can I pay your food bill? Nah, I'm not sure about it. I feel bad leeching." And then because we didn't like have a microwave, she's just like, "Oh, I'll give you my microwave temporarily, and then I'll buy you another one at some point, and then I can have mine back." And I'm like, I could just buy a £60 microwave.
Yeah, just
Oh,
go
but
to Tesco's and just buy like a cheap microwave or something.
well,
Uh,
that's what I keep thinking. I'm thinking I'm just gonna buy a cheap microwave and she can have hers back, and then but then she'll start be like, "Oh, let me pay the £39 or whatever," and I'm just feeling dead guilty at this point because I've not been like leeching all summer, but I feel like a burden almost for like living in the house again, and just the food bill's gone up a little bit, and you know, guilty conscience and whatnot.
yeah.
It's like I don't want your charity. Let me stand on my own 2 feet. Oh, but let me buy you, I don't know, a mop or something. I don't friggin' know. Like, please, let me just be independent for once.
It was a bit like when I finished. Admittedly, she probably was doing this as payment for me cat sitting for the weekend, but I usually take payment from her of just her feeding me for the weekend. I don't usually expect anything else, or she pays for the food that I eat over the weekend, and or during the time that I'm there, and maybe any like train tickets that I have to pay for. She usually pays me back for those, so I usually just take the food and the reimbursement of train tickets as payment. But it was last time when I was at hers, and she suddenly turns around to me and goes, "Right, I'm giving you some money so that you can go see the Lion King." I'm just like, okay. Don't know where that randomly came from, but fine. So I was just like, yeah, so I'm going to go see the Lion King. And I did. It
Yeah,
was
my dad did that
shit.
before I. My dad did that before I left. I was just like the whole time. I was just like, am I paying for the ticket? Because I ordered the tickets online. It was like the last two, which was kind of weird as well. Because I thought it wouldn't be like that popular, but
I
he
think
said he said he'd pay me back, and I'm like skeptical about it. Do I want him to pay me back? It's only like £7. Just get over it. I'll pay for it. And then when we got there, I bought some drinks before we went into the cinema because I have a habit of smuggling drinks. This is disgusting, but and he's like, "Oh, let me pay for your cola and that," and I'm like, "It's £3. I'm buying you a cola as well," and he's like, "No, I'm buying it for you." And then when I get up there and buying like a large popcorn for like a fiver, it's like, "Let me buy you your popcorn," and I'm like, "Dad, let me just do this."
let me gain my independence with my own money.
It's like, I'm rolling in money, please just let me buy
The
this.
government is giving me this for free. I don't need to. Because I'm guessing you're obviously getting student loan and everything.
Oh no, at that point, my wages from the spa were coming in, and I was just like, "Buddy, I can buy stuff again. Let me treat my dad to this." Oh wait, no,
He's gonna treat you to it.
my dad is just gonna pull a Uno reverse card and just be like, "No you, no me."
You see, kids, this is what being an adult is like.
And then I turn around like a few
Money
days
literally
later.
rules everything.
And then I turned
Mm-hmm.
around a few days later. "Hey, mum, want to pay for my internet if you're gonna be so charitable?" Yeah, nice try.
It's just like it's only charitable when I offer it to you, not when you turn round to me. And I actually
Yeah,
forgot to split the
mood.
scenes here. Okay, so that one splits there. That one splits there. Now cue the fact that I've started yawning. Somebody in chat is now going to go and tell me to go to
You're gonna
bed.
make me yawn.
No, it's worse than that. Somebody in chat's going to go, if you're tired, go to bed. And it's just like, it's like 25 past 10 in the morning. I went to bed at like 10:30 last night. I did a proper adult thing. I actually went to bed at a decent time.
What's
Jesus
a decent
Christ,
time?
10. You went to bed at that time? Bloody hell.
Well, that was only because I hadn't slept very well the previous night, so I was just
Oh,
like
okay.
really,
Fair.
really tired, and I'm just like, look, I need to, I need to make sure I go to bed at a decent time, otherwise it's just going to kill me the following day. That and because I think Sunday evening, I think I went to bed at like after midnight, but that was only because I'd literally been playing Oxygen Not Included all day.
I stupidly had an energy drink at like 10 o'clock. So that set me up at.
Were you drinking it because you were thirsty, or did you just went, I just want an energy drink?
I just had it because I was thirsty and just didn't
Drink
think of the
water.
consequences. I just didn't think of the consequences. I went to bed at like 3 o'clock. No thanks to that.
And hello there, He Bake the European Grey Wolf. Interesting name.
I'll probably talk about all those times in like my normal time I go to bed, so 2 in the morning.
So we're baking a grey wolf.
Yeah,
Okay.
he bake himself apparently.
Fire.
Now we're sitting here talking about oxygen not included. I'm really sort of debating, should I just go and play that instead, or I know it's my stream, but it's like I need to get to a point where this animation is finished so that I don't have to do it
Hey,
anymore.
Noob, this will be like the 3rd time you did in a row.
Huh?
This is like the 2nd time you did in a row.
What,
What
If you
ask?
do
oxygen?
play, if you go play a game, I like now.
So what is like Spirit your supervisor? Can I go play now?
No,
Can I have my break now?
it's more just me thinking out loud.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm
Noob
sort of
sets
getting
a
to the
quorum
point
for
where I'm just
himself.
sitting there thinking, I really don't want to sit here and do any more of this because it means I have to keep thinking. And my brain doesn't want to think, so...
I have to use my brain. What?
And that I'm still sitting here thinking about how much more I still need to do on this, and my brain's just like, I don't want to do this.
Friends
So
just
here's what your brain does. Like, how do I finish this animation? Brain thinking, how do I do this in option not included?
brain buffering.
Literally, that was one of the things I was doing last night before, what I've been doing the last couple of nights before I go to bed, is sitting there thinking, how do I solve this problem in oxygen not included? And so let me tell you, all the ideas I've tried haven't worked. Like the idea of having one of those heat reducing plants next to an oxygen pump that pumps oxygen through
There,
into a thing that cools it down to then pump it through into my farming area to try and get the ambient air temperature down, but it
you said
doesn't
you found a
work.
ice biome, right?
Yeah,
There is ice plants you can plant. That'll
it
make
is that
it
one that
brings
draws
colder.
in heat, but the only thing is that I only have one of them. So it literally
You
just
get more.
doesn't do anything. And hello there, Connor. Sorry, wasn't paying attention. And of course, there's always one,
Well, I just joined.
and there's always that one person who just has to ask that one bloody thing. It's just like, people, come on. Do you think constantly asking me might actually be pissing me off more than it is actually making me want to do the thing?
I doubt that ever crosses their mind.
Guys, friends just mentioned about WoW Classic. Could you do me a favor and just remind me about why not to do that?
I
Uh,
don't know, other than the fact that
I don't know.
WoW Classic is literally just the epitome of, you know, what MMOs were like back in like the early 2000s, like 2004. I went and played DC Universe Online for a decent amount of time, and I really did want to enjoy it, but so many of the quests are just like they just feel so 2004 2006 levels of design when it comes to stuff like that. And eventually I just got to the point where I was just like, this isn't fun. I just got bored so quickly. And hang on, I probably still have it on my thing.
I only
Games.
play that
What?
game for a little bit. Never really played it for much.
Doesn't actually say, unless it's like they've actually shut it down.
Doubt it.
Yeah,
So
DC
play that
Universe
game.
Online is still here. Still mixed. many hours did I play on? It's not actually telling me how many hours I've
It's
played.
not gonna tell you.
It might be
If
free,
you
but
don't
then
have it
then you just
installed.
look at all of the episode expansion packs, or the episode packs, and it's just like, how many of these do people not play anymore, and it's just redundant content? Is it even
If you,
worth buying?
uh,
At
I
which
never
point I'm
really
just like,
played the game.
this is why if I ever create a game like that I really want it to be in a way like earlier missions still have some use to them. Like with Warframe, it's complete an X number of missions. You're just like, oh, just go and complete one of the really easy ones, and that counts towards a daily objective.
Yeah.
Or you know that you need a particular type of resource, and you're just like, well, I will just go and farm on one of these maps for a little while. You know, actually make it that you need to complete certain things in order to be able to, or complete earlier content to be able to get stuff for later content.
I entirely doubt they're gonna do that. Okay, I never really play the game anyway, so.
I really don't need to be addicted to an MMO right now because uni is about to start again, and that'll be a stupid idea.
Hey, go play Guild Wars.
Um,
The best thing about that is that it's there's no subscription fee, so literally you can do it in your own time.
Yep.
yeah, Guild Wars isn't a bad option. I mean,
Guild Wars is
and
a
then I
fun
don't, and
game.
then I don't run the risk of putting it on my laptop during lectures because I know the laptop will cake itself if I do that.
Yeah, my old laptop used to struggle with Guild Wars 2. Hell, even my current computer struggles with it a little bit. But then again, I've got like
Mine
everything.
can run it. It's just the loading times are were long.
Yeah, it's just very long loading times.
And some objects take forever to load in, but that's like everything.
Yeah, this is why I kind of need an updated graphics card. The reason why I went with the one that I got was that one, it was it was cheap, or it was the strongest thing that I could find that kept the price at a decent level. And yeah, then I
What was
found
the
out
card
it's
again?
like one model lower than what I would need for like just for an Oculus Rift. I'm just like, I hate that. It was really
What
really
version?
annoying. I'm just like one model of graphics card out to play VR. But now
What card is it again?
my current graphics card.
Yeah.
It's a GTX 950. You need a 960 to do VR for an Oculus Rift. I mean, I know there
Okay.
are like lower ranking or lower value VR stuff, but it's just not as powerful, and you can't do as much with it.
Yeah, even with like a 1070, depending on what world I go in on VR chat, the frames struggle.
That's probably more to do with the optimization of the world
Yeah,
itself rather than.
yeah,
But I'm planning on getting
completely
I'm planning
forgot
on
about
getting a
that.
1060 or something, because it's just like it's a decent enough price. It's powerful enough. I mean, yeah, it's not like a 1080 Titan or anything.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there, depending on not if my friend's gonna do this or not. My friend's just gonna be building a new computer, and I might buy his 1080. That would mean my 1070 Ti will be available for eBay or whatever, and I'd just a cheaper price for it, like a really cheaper price.
I
Just
mean, what
throwing
was
it out
Kage
there.
giving you again?
Kage was giving me like a 980. Actually, I don't know if Kage's still in the chat. Kage, what was it that you were offering to give me again? It was like a 980 PSU, an 8 gig stick of RAM, and you also then threw in like you also said that you wanted to give me your old i7 processor as well, didn't you? I can't remember. It was originally it was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need an upgraded power supply unit, and Kage was just like, oh, I'll give you mine. I was just like, okay, and then I was just like, thinking about it, I'm also gonna need a bit more RAM as well. I'll have to pay for that, and he's just like, oh, I've got an 8 gig, I've got an 8 gig stick of RAM that you could use. I was just like, fine, and then like, I think it was like a month or so ago, he then turns around and goes, oh, do you need an extra processor? I've got an old i7 I can give. I'm just thinking, do you want any money for this, Kage? Like, at all?
Kaya's just like the nicest person.
Oh yeah, it was an 860 PSU, 16 gig RAM, and an i7 7700.
Ooh, a 7700. Ooh.
Yeah, like
Five
mine.
for that one.
I think my current one, I actually know what my current one is. Mine's an i5 4690, which is like 3 models above what was the minimum you need for like most VR thing. 2 8 gig sticks. Oh, that would be a bit of a problem because I can't actually fit 2 in there because of the way that my computer's set up and the way that. Hang on, let me actually have a look. Yeah, I wouldn't actually be able to fit it in because one, the fan's in the way of one of the gig slots, and there are also a load of wires stuck around it, so I've only got one slot available.
Well, you're getting quite a bit of stuff. You're probably gonna have to rearrange anyway.
I don't think I would probably literally have to. Oh well, if you ever get a new case, I don't think it's really much of a new case. It is literally just that the fan is. Hang on, let me try and see if I can show you what I mean. If I just take this and then stick that down there, can you actually see any of that? No, you can't. All you can just see is the grate. But yeah, the fan.
Somewhat see it.
But yeah, the fan is just so bulky that part of it is actually covering up one of the RAM slots.
I had that a while ago. I ended up changing my heatsink because of that, because the heatsink was so big that I had to bolt it down, and it was such a struggle to get it in there. What heatsink is it?
I don't know. I can't remember what the name was.
Because I know I got one of those vape chambers, Cool Master vape chambers.
I think it might be a Cool Master, but it's like because the only other options I had were liquid cooled, and I was just like, I don't want to go down liquid cooled just yet because I was too scared at the prospect that I would have to change the liquid in it. I was just like, I don't want to run the risk of it leaking and.
I think if it was like one of those 50 quid Corsair water coolers, you know, just a basic pipe and the thing on the end of it, then it's fine. But if it was like one of those proper expensive ones where you have to assemble the whole thing yourself, then I wouldn't be able to do that because I'd be scared that it would leak.
Yeah, I just didn't want to run the risk of anything leaking or going wrong with it, so I was just like, you know what, I will just go with a basic fan. I don't really need anything more than that, and it was putting the price up anyway, because this machine's actually custom built. I went to Cyberpower PC for this because I went to Australia and I needed a magazine to read on the plane, and I was looking through it and there was an advert at the back going, oh yeah, Cyberpower PC, you know, build your own custom spec PC. I was like, that's actually something I could consider when I get home.
Yeah, mine's custom built as well. I think I custom built it in 2015, 16-ish, and I just keep upgrading the parts.
Yeah, that was literally the reason why I bought this, because the laptop I had was one of those pre-built ones, which basically means that they cram everything into a smaller case as possible, and then it just overheats continuously. And there are like
Yeah, I
several,
bet.
and there are several parts that like malfunction or break, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like
Hmm.
I think the card reader on my laptop, there's a driver for it, or it just in general that the memory card reader is just it's just shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like the driver kept malfunctioning at one point, and I think that's the reason why the whole thing overheats as well, because that part is just not very good. But there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, the card reader for my old laptop, the spring for the actual card slot broke, so it wouldn't like keep the card in, it would just keep like launching the card out.
That must be hilarious.
oh God. That would be
But then when I
annoying.
was working at a computer shop, the manager was able to fix it. But then at that point, I gave my laptop to my mother because I'd moved to a MacBook for college and that. Regarding the 700s, are you going to be going for that? The
Um,
one that Kage's offering?
like I said, if he's offering it to me, and to be perfectly honest, I could probably do with an upgraded thing. Then yes, I will definitely. Why? Is there a?
Yeah, just well, it's
Frozen
probably
wants it.
just for you, so I shouldn't like ask. He's probably just offering it to you. But if it's like a if you didn't go for it, I'd offer money for it.
Well, I already said to Kage, I kept offering Kage money for it. It was just like, no, that's fine. I want to give it to you. It's just like, can I at least pay for the postage, or like give you something else in like equal value in exchange? Like even if it's just like a couple of animation commissions or something.
Because yeah, I'm on a 6,600K at the moment, i5, and although that's significantly better, because I'm now using Unreal Engine, Maya, and all these other 3D programs, I'm just like, I need more power. I need all the power.
They're all and all the problems going with. Don't know what Kage was responding to when he said that's fine. I don't know whether he was. I don't know whether he was responding to you or.
Okay.
General statement, probably.
We can see after you get the things going with the rest of the stuff.
All the postage and animation thing.
Oh yeah. Like literally, when you originally offered me a lot of the other stuff, I was just like, can I at least pay for? Do you want me to at least pay for the postage? Because I would. Yes. Hello there, Undrak. I think it will be around 60 to 70 quid. Okay. Then again, they are obviously very big parts, so that would explain why. I'm guessing probably the bulkiest thing of it all would be the PSU, because it's, well, just looking at what I've got in there at the moment, it's pretty big. I don't even know what that means.
Huh?
Oh, chat. Moderated message.
I'm gonna guess I'm just gonna move it though.
Two hours later.
I'm just comparing the two processors at the moment.
What, in terms of price or just?
Yeah, just checking out the nerdy stuff, the clock speeds and all that.
Well, yours is a K or a K series one, so doesn't that mean that you can overclock the processor? Or at least
Yeah.
that's my understanding, that if it's a K series, then you are able to overclock it. I mean, I could have gone for a K one, but I was just like, I don't understand the concept of overclocking, so I just didn't bother with it. I was just like, I'll just go with what I can understand for now.
Huh. Yeah, because I realised that Kagi's processor is not a K, so I'm just comparing that one now.
Oh wait, hang on, I need to select the camera. Yeah, maximum is £20, and that is about 70 quid. Again, that really does depend on how big the on how big the or really how heavy the PSU is. But then again, I wouldn't have expected a PSU to weigh about £20.
Really?
Compared to my processor, there's not much of a gain, but what was your processor again?
Mine was an i5 4690.
690. And that's not a K, is it?
Not a K. It is not a K1, so...
Okay. So your speed rank is 151. The new processor is 83rd. So it would be 18% faster.
It's not bad.
More energy efficient, higher thread, newer manufacturing, slightly faster turbo, better integrated graphics, but you've got a graphics card, so that doesn't matter.
That's true.
Come to think of it, who was it that sneezed?
My brother.
2 hours later.
Oh, funny thing.
20 minutes later.
Computer parts. I
6
can get
hours
another
later.
RAM stick for my computer if I want to.
Oh yeah, Carge's upgraded to an i9 9900K.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Something
Well, at
happened.
least he'd use it more efficiently instead of using it on like Fortnite or Roblox.
Yeah, exactly.
That really pisses me off when I see that in chat.
What? So the fact that that was from like last week or something, where somebody said,
That was a few days ago when somebody said that they had like a 2070 and a really high processor, and then I just said, what do you use it for? And they said Fortnite and Red Dead Redemption, and I just went mad because
Yeah. No,
You
he
oh
said
yeah,
Fortnite
they
and
spent £1,000 on a keyboard and mouse from Microsoft, and I'm just like, you can get a £200 keyboard and mouse from Corsair or Steel Series
or
that'll be
literally, I could go down to Menkind at the shopping centre near me and pick up a bundle which includes a headset, I think it's mechanical keyboard, and a mouse, and it's like 70, 80 quid.
more to the point. Microsoft has a grand keyboard and mouse. I didn't even think that was a thing.
That's
Probably.
no different than Apple having a 1K iPod stand or
Oh yeah,
iPad. The 1K stand is just like, why does this cost $1,000? What magic and sorcery and witchcraft did you pour into this to make it cost $1,000? Like, that makes absolutely no sodding sense.
8:01 p.m. the next day later.
yeah.
20
Kagan is
minutes
definitely
later.
using that
6 hours.
those specs properly.
So bad.
Not for Fortnite.
Yeah, seriously.
If I got a PC
that's
computer, I'll be playing like games that would make sense for
I
those.
would literally be playing every single game I had that used Unreal on ultra settings.
Yeah.
That wasn't Fortnite. Like, literally, I could play PlanetSide 2 on ultra with no frame drops. And you insisting on playing Fortnite with it.
Some people.
Well, thankfully, Fortnite seems to be going down in popularity. And, oh, speaking of which, did you hear that? I'm guessing you've obviously both heard the story about how Microsoft paid Ninja like tens of millions to go and play on Mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually watched. Even though most people sort of roll their eyes at game theory stuff, Matt Pat actually put out a video that that does actually make a lot of sense and it's really sort of saying that Microsoft doing that was actually a really, really bad PR move because, well, not really bad in the sense that, it didn't give them, it gave them negative attention. It was literally just, they got 1 week of news headlines and, that's it. It's now they've got a creator on there who they've spent tens of millions on, but they've got no guarantee that everybody's now going to actually come to the platform to even use it now. I mean, I went and had a quick look at it and just sort of looked at it and just went, yeah, they've got the whole sort of multi-streaming thing and you don't need to be a partner with Twitch in order to be able to use it. But at the same time, do I really want to go here? Nah.
6 hours later.
Microsoft are not doing so great recently. Although Windows 10 isn't like so bad at the moment, like it was
I
a
don't
lot
see
worse.
what everybody was complaining about when Windows 10 first came out. I went from Windows 7 to 10, and yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I was a little bit unsure of at first. So I was just like, I don't really like the way that this has been done, or I don't really like this being over here.
So you skipped 8 and 8.1 then?
Yeah, I didn't do that. So
My computer started with 8.1.
Yeah, I
Oh,
went
hey,
through
Maestro.
the whole 8 and
Oh.
8.1 phase, and yeah, you're better off. You were good to skip them. They were a nightmare, especially for
I started
tablets.
with 8.1. What's the my computer was first run off of?
6 hours later.
Like 8 was like really terrible. 8.1 wasn't as terrible, but was still unbearable. When 10 first came out, like for the first couple of months, it was just like, this is just as terrible. But then suddenly they just went and
yeah,
it started to get a lot better.
I think I must have joined, or I think I must have switched over just as that happened because I've been using this since I got this computer, and I was just like, Windows 10 is fine. I don't see what everybody's so upset about. Although I was watching one of those people of Reddit videos, and somebody asked, "What is the weirdest thing you've seen when you ask somebody to fix their computer?" And somebody just said Windows Vista, and I was just like, "Yes." Hello there, wolves. Play Gamer 15. I'm trying to be hip. In it.
Yeah, I know Vista was bad, but
I have
Mum
a
had
computer that
a
had Vista.
Fujitsu laptop with no, Fujitsu. What? Fuji. I'm just gonna call it a Fuji laptop because I can't pronounce the
Fuji.
full name. That had Windows Vista, and it was fine most of the time. But it was being tested at the school I was at the time, and the manager just despised Vista. And looking back, I can imagine why, because server-wise and business-wise, it was terrible. But when I started working at the school, they were still using Windows 7. This is like about 2, 3 years ago. I went back to the school for an apprenticeship. They were still using Windows 7, and Windows 10 had been out for like half a year, and it was still like there was still some bugs, and I was still like trying it. I tested it on a couple of machines, and the manager, who was the same manager still, we both tried it together, and when Windows 10 loaded, the start menu you weren't able to click on the start menu, and he just took one look at that and said, never going to use it ever. And to this day, he's still got Windows 7 on all the school computers, just because of that one opinion.
So just because Windows 10 didn't work that one time,
He despises it completely now. He treats it like the new Vista, and I'm like, give it a chance. It's like
it
been out for a
actually
couple of
it's
months.
been out for like several years now, and it actually does do pretty well. How long did the
Because like
dog animation take? I can't remember how many sessions I worked on that one. So I remember at one point because I spent like probably like nearly an hour doing that one bit with Bald, or it's like no, okay, maybe it wasn't an hour. It was like 30 to 40 minutes doing that bit with Baldy chasing after the dog after he steals his sandwich for the first time. Because I remember somebody saying, well, at least you're actually putting some effort into this. Which is now why I seem to think that any content I choose to do that's involving an animation is just superior to everybody else, which is a bit obnoxious of me, I will say, but it's like if I ever do reaction videos, I will animate it. I will not just sit there in front of a camera and just stare at a video and just not say or do anything for several minutes. So, yeah, literally, if I'm going to do reaction videos, I am going to do it in a way that at least looks like I actually put some bloody effort into it. That's not even a... Can you look at the meme I posted? What meme?
It's not a meme. It's really not.
It's not.
Let's have a look.
Oh god.
That's not.
Someone will be the judge of that.
I'm not really sure if that
Maestro
is...
is the freaking judge of that.
I mean, is that even... I don't know what classifies as an actual meme, like...
Don't
Back
get
in my
Maestro started,
day.
please.
I mean, I know that
What would you call a meme
the
now?
layout of the image is possibly a meme, but...
That's an old meme. That layout is an old meme. I'll tell you that.
Then again, that's a bit like when you somebody asks for cheat codes and you just tell them to hit Alt F4. Or back in World of Warcraft, where it's just like, if you want to do this thing, type /G quit.
Ugh. Oh, person
6 hours later.
Hello, person with
I remember in some of the WoW quest areas that if you had to do like a certain thing in like I think it was the Northern Barrens or something, you had to look for someone's wife in one of the quests, and it's like, where can you find the wife? And somebody would immediately just troll you with some Chuck Norris meme or something. But then it was like 2005-ish, so that was.
I never encountered that one.
But it was like 2005 or 6-ish, so that's kind of what the meme was.
Do I
It's
have
all
to,
about Chuck
I have
Norris.
to acknowledge this person, otherwise they'll not stop saying sup.
We did acknowledge him.
Hello GGF team. We know that you're there. I have acknowledged your existence now. Do you feel special?
6 hours later.
I think they're satisfied.
This is why I keep telling people don't spam in the chat, but...
And then I listen.
Oh hey, and I just realised. It's 11 o'clock. I get to clock out and go and play games! Yay!
You need approval from your supervisor.
Spirit, can I go and play video games now?
I have
I-
given you approval of game time.
Yay!
Oh.
I get to go and play video games. I get to go and spend the next hour playing Oxygen Not Included.
You get to spend the next hour getting confused.
Oh, but before you go, can you just do some overtime?
I did not approve
Yeah,
to I
That
did
is
not.
I
not part of my-
approve
that is
this
not
overtime.
part
How
of my
dare you?
0-hour contract.
I always
You
hate
avoid
it
the
when they do that.
contract?
It's just like, oh, could you do some overtime? Why didn't you ask me if I could do this before I'm just about to go home? Oh yeah, but it's just that so and so called in sick and we've got nobody to replace them. Well, that's not my problem.
Yeah, I used
if you
to do
want,
that
if
at
you wanted
Tesco.
me to do this, then you should have asked me to do it beforehand. And even then, I probably still would have said no.
Yeah, I used to have that at Tesco. They used to like right 5 minutes before I was about to finish my shift, the team leader would come up to my till and just be like, "Oh, so and so has just come off sick, and we really need someone to cover for a couple of more hours." And I'm like, "That's
Nope.
nice. Have fun. Bye." I wouldn't even just say yes or no. I'd just say that's nice and just leave. For the sake of £16 extra, I'll be like, "No, I'm going home to bed."
No, if you want me to do overtime, then you literally need to then you literally need to pay me like triple what I would normally get.
Yes, when the Sunday double time got removed, I think a lot of enthusiasm just left for overtime.
And the thing is, I think I saw that it was the Pikachu shocked. It was one of those Pikachu shocked faced memes. Somebody said, employer pays minimum wage, employee gives minimum effort, employer shocked Pikachu face. And I'm just sitting there
Yeah.
thinking, you know what? That is actually true. Why should I give my full effort when? It's like I'm being paid minimum wage. I should really just not bother. Anyway, so as you said, Spirit, for crude oil, you said I have to dig downwards.
Down. Down to the bottom.
Also, I found one of these rooms that's got a neural validator or something. It's one of those it's one of those randomly generated rooms. It did have a locked door on it that you needed to push 3 button plates down, but
You
the
can
power ran
put
out for it, so
a-
the door's just opened.
You can put a dupe in there and they'll become smarter. I believe.
The only problem is that there's a load of
Oh.
hydrogen in here, and
What-
a load of
what it is,
chlorine.
you can put a dupe in there and they'll gain a random buff.
Ah, I see. Is it just like one duplicate, or can I put multiple in?
One.
Just the
penny.
one, so it's just one of those things. Okay, well, first things
And
first,
you
I've got to
have
work
the-
out. I've got to work out how to
you
get
have the
in there
extra
and
suit?
remove all the hydrogen as well.
Oh wait, do you need plastic with access?
But first things
Mhm.
first, I actually need to put some. I need to get some oxygen down here. I think I'll just put some algae farms in.
Do you need to access? Do you need plastic for access suit? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna run. I need to go to the uni and do some portfolio stuff, so I'm
Hey,
gonna
this will
let you
void
get
your
on.
contract.
That's tough. Screw your contract. You didn't give me the paperwork. Which has literally been my life for the past couple of years, working at the spa and cost cutter. I literally just waltzed in there, no paperwork still. To this day, I still haven't had an interview at both spa and cost cutter. They just said get on with it, pretty much. Give payment details, get on with it. Chop chop.
Chop chop. We don't have all day.
Nah.
Okay, seriously.
But on the plus side, tea and coffee whenever you want.
Tea coffee you want? Give me please.
Should I run a power cable down here, or should I just put a couple of algae farms down here?
Is Matt still around?
I don't know.
He's watching videos. You can message him. He should respond.
No, I'll just scream loudly at him. Bat! No, I'm kidding. I'll message.
No, just message him because he has the text or speech text or text is on.
The only thing is that the algae farm's going to take a long time to get the oxygen.
I wonder what it is.
I completely forgot
I'm
about
back.
text to speech.
Oh, hello, he returns. How was your
Hello.
pizza?
Wonderful, and now I've got some leftovers for work.
Can I have the leftovers?
If you actually visit, I will cook you a whole batch.
I will know. I will visit.
Actually, I have like 2 or 3 weeks until uni starts.
Party at Matt's house.
Can I crash?
I do have a guest room that still hasn't been used.
Yeah, he's waiting for me to come and use it.
We should
Wait for
like
any of my
both
friends
go
to
over there at
use
some
it.
point and just have like a pizza party or something.
Wait, why is there chlorine gas in here? I didn't put any there wasn't supposed to be any chlorine in here.
Party at Matt's house.
Nibbler, don't drink the water. It's full of chlorine.
Although if we both went, someone would have to share a bed with Matt.
Oh god.
I'm pretty sure I could, like, bring a ground mat and a sleeping bag.
Just bring an air mattress.
No, you misunderstand. Matt is
Even
the air
then, there's a good
mattress.
couch here.
Does
Carpet's
God
nice.
no.
Carpet's nice.
Yeah, trust me, I've tried sleeping directly on the floor and it wasn't comfortable. But then again, it was like one of those laminate flooring type of wood, and it was just not comfortable.
I mean, I
Well,
could sleep
worst
in a
comes to
chair or
worst, I could
couch.
just ring up mom or dad and have them let me borrow a couple of the blow-up mattresses or even sleeping bags.
Matt, you are the mattress.
Oh, it's downtime. Why are they eating the... I really need to get them to cook these mushrooms, rather than them constantly just picking them up and eating them raw.
Actually, thinking about it, Matt, have you ever been to the UK before?
Nope.
Are you ever gonna visit Noob in the UK?
I'm not sure if I ever will travel past Australia. I get homesick very quickly and nervous when I'm going in areas I haven't been before. Especially overseas, because when I went on my very first boat cruise with mom and dad, when I arrived on those islands, I felt like such an alien, and I was nervous to even look at anyone.
Oh, trust me, I was... How do you think I was when I was walking around Sydney by myself? I just felt so out of place. It's just like, I don't know where anything is.
Didn't help.
around here.
Plus, also, admittedly, because I can't hide this, admittedly, it also didn't help the fact that, well, us and all the other passengers on the ship were pretty much mostly the only white people on those islands.
Oh gosh.
I never thought of it, but when I was like, again, on those islands, And I saw, like, I could just tell by just looking at everyone, I am really the alien here. I understand how some people of color feel when they're the only ones, because now I'm experiencing that right now. I feel alone. I feel out of place, and I feel like I don't belong because I don't. I'm a tourist.
I know exactly how you feel on
That's
that.
kind of the concept of being a tourist, though.
Yeah,
You feel
exactly.
out of place. You're like a sore thumb.
Be aware though, that was my very first boat cruise, and my first time pretty much leaving Australia.
First time I went to Australia was the first time I'd ever travelled alone.
Ah,
So
shit.
I was literally like really nervous.
And I'm sorry that we didn't get to spend that much time together.
It was kind of like a last minute thing, in all fairness.
And it was unbelievably well timed.
Yeah, so it like I said, it was just like a last minute thing, and I think I told you about it like a few days before I was like due to leave, and then I was trying to contact you while I was in Sydney, and I just couldn't find anywhere that had a Skype that was working. So I literally had to contact my dad and say to him, "Can you contact Matt for me and let him know what my current number is?" Because I ended up giving you my mobile number while my UK number, but the only thing was that I changed over to a different contract while I was in Australia so that I could not get like stupid service charges and all that. So yeah. But at least now I actually have your number, so I know in future.
No!
Which I actually haven't still added to my phone. It's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, I'll add it to my phone at some point.
Oh,
Eventually.
wait. My number changed because I've got a new
Alright.
phone.
Oh, wait, hang on. What were those creatures
bet
called
they give
again?
you
The little
that.
shiny ones? Shiny nymph. Right. These guys are overcrowded enough. So... Oh. I can only attack it. I can't actually...
Sorry, that was my phone. Got a text.
It's okay.
Boot to
Barely
that.
heard that. Boot
I
to
love that.
Right, now we're starting to get some oxygen in here.
Speaking of not included, have you seen batteries not included?
Oh, that was the one with the little, like, alien, robot
UFO-like
flying
things.
things.
That like repairing things.
I haven't seen that film in years.
Likewise, we got it on VHS.
I think we recorded it off the television because that was just where it was at the time. Okay, now I need to... Okay, well, for starters, I don't really need any of this because literally there is no more chlorine or anything in here, so I could probably get rid of this gas pump.
There it is.
Oh, yes, hang on. Let me just turn that.
Skills, but I don't pay for them. And then one of the store attendants came up to me. He was like, "Put that back." And he just grabbed my arm and I said, "Don't touch me."
I showed you that the other day and I was just like, I knew you would like that.
Don't touch me.
You know what? I might as well just deconstruct this entire system because I was just like, oh yeah, I'm going to try and cool this area with like chilled air, and it's just like, no, that's not going to work. So it's just like, ah, gosh darn it all.
I can send you. Want me to send you the one YouTuber that plays the game a lot? People like him.
Yeah, let's just deconstruct all of that, because that ain't working.
That's the way you do it.
At least these guys are going around actually deconstructing everything. Although it's pretty clear who are the ones who are actually capable of, You still watching that?
I had to play it again, just that one part. Me?
Okay, I don't know why I have... Okay, now I know why I built that there. That was just simply because I wanted to try and, work out how the electrolyzer works. Oh, well, at least that gives me a load of spare, I'm already tired of going there. Really? It's only been one day? Oh, of course, these guys are not producing as much coal.
I really look forward to the time
Wait,
when we get a
no.
chance to do the whole, change thing.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, we'll
He's
get
gonna
around to
retire
it at
because
some
he
point.
wants it.
I need to find more coal.
I wonder how... Because I really wonder how much of it you'll find weird and how much of it you'll find cute. Or sometimes even scary. Or creepy.
Or maybe even, why is this game making me feel horny?
You cut off at the last moment. It was, why is this game making me feel... That's all I heard.
Yeah, it's, why is this
Yeah.
game making me feel horny?
Oh god.
Yeah, I seriously need some more coal. Because if I don't, then I can't run my coal generators, and I still need to find a natural gas vent so that I can actually... Bless you.
Down.
Thank you.
Go down.
No, I need to go up because I need to find the natural gas vent.
Get rid of the f***ing gas!
Yeah, he got that voice changer program, and he paid for it, and now he has the ability to like mute swear words. Although, admittedly, hang on, what was it that I had planted down here? Oh yeah, the
Well,
Wheeze Wars.
again, I saw that was basically subscription, but there was also a way to buy it outright. I like it when there's a fucking option. You hear that, Adobe? You
Yeah, you cut out.
fucking greedy bastards.
Cut out. Just cut out bleep, then you hear the bleep sound.
What the did you just say?
Mhm.
Now it's
Morse code. That was probably complete gibberish when you think about it.
Yes, I believe it was, newbie. Over and out.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's basically just going to be showing off with that now.
What can I say?
I'm crazy.
Oh, hey, Era. I didn't realize you were in the chat.
Give me some skills. I don't want to pay for this.
That's auto-tune. I can't remember what the other one was. Okay, when does...
Let's get down to the list. Just let's get down and boogie with the robot. Boogie with the robot. I'm sorry.
Okay, you can turn that off now. I always love the disgruntled faces that the dupes have whenever you make them clean out the outhouses. It's just like, I don't want to do this.
But we must try a bit.
Is that meant to be a reference to something?
Not really.
Okay, There's also a security door here leading into a room that I can't drill into. So, I'm kind of curious on what's in there.
This is all so interesting, don't you agree?
Maybe?
Wait. I noticed it.
Maybe? I don't know about this, NoobMister, but it seems you've got a few problems with your oxygen. Maybe not? So funny.
Blueprint, what can I get? Oh, care package barbecue. Yes, please. We're having that. Guys, we're having barbecue!
Barbecue?
I'd love that.
This job requires barbecue.
Hang on, how many can I get out of that? 2, 4, 8. I think I could probably only get about 3, but whatever. It's better to fry those mushrooms than to make.
Okay. Okay, it's off. Sorry, I was having way too much fun.
He says and still has it switched on.
Well, can you fucking blame me? It's sweet.
Why is it just so funny?
Because it's simple comedic timing. It's not fucking riot. Well, riot.
Oh,
Rocket science.
hang on. Before I do that, I need the thing to... Okay, where's the thing that filters polluted oxygen?
Do the thing! Do the fucking thing! We have the thing. Do the thing!
I just pulled my headset out my phone max.
Alright, I'm gonna take off now.
Okay, you
Love
go
you
and have
guys.
fun with your thing.
Okay.
Hey, you. It's awesome.
Oh wait, this thing doesn't actually need...
Alright.
Oh, it needs granite. Oh, okay. I didn't actually realise these things could... Right, fair enough then. I don't actually need to link these up with anything.
Well, that's just grand, right?
Yeah. Means I can get rid of the polluted oxygen in here.
And like I said, it is so grand, right?
Are you trying to be funny?
You need some granite, so that's just grand, right? Okay, see, I'll just kill myself.
That's... no.
Filtration medium. Oh, it just needs sand. Okay. I got plenty of
bye,
sand. Bye bye. Maestro is an adult, so...
Maestro is not a adult. He's a bit younger. Surprised.
Well, he's mature for an adult, so...
True. Always
Mature?
I thought you were leaving!
I know, but I just wanted to surprise you there. I love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye!
Bye. No.
Just leave already!
Okay, fine, I'm fucking leaving.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Seriously. Okay, I have 7 dupes and 36,000, nearly 36,500 calories. I think they're good on food for a while.
Need double that amount.
Seriously, I don't think I do.
Get 20 more dupes. There you go.
Yeah, I don't need 20 more dupes. I'm okay with the 7 that I have. Speaking of the fact that there is a load of refined copper here, I need to start replacing these. I still need to go through the process of replacing all these wires. Although I don't really need that one or that one anymore because I'm not using the cooling system. I still need this one because that one's going to this pump over here that's still giving me my supply of fresh water. Admittedly, scalding hot fresh water, so everybody can have a bath.
Water. When did Matt get the voice changer thing?
Hmm?
When did Matt get the voice changer thing?
Like the other day.
Oh.
And to be perfectly honest, I don't really need any of these wires anymore because it's on an area that doesn't really need it. Oh yeah, and I also tried doing something clever where I had like 2 power transformers on the same circuit, but it didn't really work.
With a lot of circuits, depending on what you're going for, you want different ones, because you can overload it.
Well, that's the reason why I'm going through and putting conductive wiring in. Because I'm literally just replacing everything with conductive wire, so it's like, right, well at least I know on this main circuit going around my base, nothing's going to, you know, overload and constantly need repairing like every 5 minutes like I have been yeah, like see, I only just put this wire in and it's already overloading.
Yeah. Do you have any dupes with exosuit training?
I've trained a couple. Yeah, there are two guys currently that know exosuit. I think it was Camille, and I think it was Jean. No, it wasn't Jean. Or was it Frankie? Yeah, it was Frankie. My chef knows how to use exosuits. Like, he is my main chef, and he's just like, yeah, I want to know how. I know how to use exosuits. Call me Call me diverse.
Do you have the research?
The what?
Yeah. Do you have research yet?
I can't hear what you're saying with that one. What? Do I have the what?
You have it researched yet?
Yes, I have the ability to make exosuits, I believe. Is that under refinement? No.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna want those, and you want when you go down and get the crude oil, because it's really hot down there. It's either that, or you want to get the vest that cools them down.
I really need to find a place to actually build exosuits. Like, okay. Also, I don't really need that anymore either. Okay, refined metal. Oh, apparently I have a lot of copper. There was been watching Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, that's fine, Cosmo. No worries.
That's the one anime I don't care for. For all I can't say I don't care for. I need to watch it.
Well, on the plus side, I'm not going to be running out of not raw material, metal ore. Yeah, I'm not going to be running out of copper ore at the moment, considering I have nearly 30 tons of it.
What are you using for power?
I'm using the coal generators at the moment. But that's good because it's producing carbon dioxide that the dust caps are using to, you know, basically grow, because they don't grow in any other environment.
I was just make sure you get a stockpile of coal.
Well, that is why I've got a load of hatches.
Yeah.
Or I've started taming a load of hatches, although I need to get this slime nymph out because it's now overcrowded in the area that they're in, and they're not producing as much coal as they did. But I can't remove the slime nymph because he's still just a baby. And I don't know at what age they become an adult.
What kind of thing I should tell you? I believe.
Comfort range. It doesn't tell you what age they.
You might need to have someone study it. I think. I don't. It's been too long since I should watch a playthrough with it.
Yeah, because the oxygen in this place is like 35 degrees. It needs to be colder than that.
There is like the big fans that can cool down the area.
Yeah, you mean the
Don't know what the
hand-operated
name.
ones?
No, there's power ones, I believe. I think.
I don't think there is. Hang on, let me check the research thing. There's a glass forge. Small pumps. I've researched everything on food, so at least I don't have to worry about that anymore. Window tile, plastic tile. I really want to get the arcade cabinet, but I think that might just start draining all my power too much.
That's more for getting rid of stress.
And there doesn't appear to be anything else about cooling stuff down. It was literally that the easy fan is the only, or the ice fan is the only thing that there is, and it only does it over a small area.
Well, do you have any ice plants?
I only have the one, and that is the only one that's in there. I can probably, if I can get through into one of these ice areas, I could probably, you know, actually get in there. And you know what? I really should take this storage unit out of this area because it is just producing polluted oxygen.
Don't put the serum to not have polluted dirt in them.
I know, but it's just that I'm putting this. I've got this storage bin with a load of slime in it to use for these mushrooms because that's all they use.
Put it in like a secluded airlocked area, so it's not coming into your base.
Are you watching the stream? Look, the point of the matter is that I need this slime to create these mushrooms. So it needs to be nearby them so that they can fertilize it. That is the reason why I have it there in the first place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see now.
You know what? I might as well just.
Like I said, they can pollute oxygen. They just don't like it.
Yeah, and it also gives them slime lung as well.
No, it's only if it has bacteria in it.
No, all polluted oxygen has bacteria in it.
Huh?
Okay, maybe it doesn't, because I'm looking at this polluted oxygen at the moment. It's just like breathable gas, no germs. Looks like I'm going to need a couple more of these. Actually, no, hang on. Because the thing is, I need more slime.
You might the one area to get one.
Because the polluted oxygen just has a ton of germs in it.
That's when you can make the what's it called? Thing that cleans them. I forgot what it's called. It cleans them with chlorine.
Hang on, what? You mean the... Oh, hang on, where was it?
It uses chlorine to clean objects, and you can bring it through.
Was it under refinement? Oh god, this guy's not doing anything. Storage unavailable for algae? We can't have that now, can we? Okay, this counts as organic material, so we can put slime in here. We can put another plant box in there. Then we build a couple more of these. Okay, what did that person say? Another person with a one-track mind, apparently. Oh yeah, the reason, it's mostly just the fact that the slime is just covered in, Where is it? I know I have it. It's not automation, it's not furniture, it's not medicine.
So,
Oh, hang on, I don't think I've actually researched it yet.
what it does is you put an item through it, uses chlorine to clean it, and you can bring it through.
Yeah, I haven't researched the ore scrubber. So that's the reason why that's not the case. And those guys are just going to sit there and dance the night away.
You will want that and an excess suit.
Well, first things first.
Because maybe when the end the extra, the suit gets dirty, but they don't. And all you gotta do is disinfect it.
Well, first things first, let's actually build an exosuit thing.
It takes a lot of power, so I would tell you that. So I don't keep it on all the time. You can turn it off when not needed.
Hang on, what in that case, just cancel that for a second. Then we...
You can click on and tell it to turn off, probably. You can tell it. When
Yeah,
it's
I
on,
know.
you can tell.
I know I can tell them to turn it off. It's just that... just to make things a little bit easier on myself, and so that they don't have to travel as far, I'm just going to put a switch on it.
Sure.
And this thing is getting a little bit on the full side, so I'm going to turn that on, just so that it'll pump some of the water out. I don't even know what it actually takes to even...
I don't remember offhand. I know if you need boss.
Hello?
Now, I just need to...
Oh, look, Master's now building the new frame.
Mr. Speedy Gonzalez.
Yep. What are you playing the stream for the evening? Yeah,
Monster Hunter. Why is it saying insufficient material when I've got like 573.5 kilos of copper ore?
Yep.
Oh well, a good thing I have the batteries available. Oh yeah, that thing needs to be told to store store the algae, because then it's within reachable distance. The only reason I'm even digging up at the moment is just simply because there was a load of coal there, so I needed that. Again. Okay, now I've learnt the ore scrubber.
What it does is you have to, hook your chlorine gas to it. It fills up and you put an item to it, it cleans it. Yeah, the Goop's using the machine, it cleans the item.
Well, thankfully, I've got a chlorine gas vent nearby, so dig into there, put that in, pump that through. Bob's your uncle, we have clean ore. I really might need to think about reorganizing some of this place. Like, I really need to move the ice machine over so that I can then put the ore scrubber down here, or maybe I could just put a platform up here and put it up there. Do I happen to watch Markiplier? I am subscribed to him, I just haven't watched any of his videos in a while.
I'll watch him.
There's a load of coal over here, but it's like right next to a load of areas where there's a load of chlorine, so I don't really want to dig into there.
Yeah, if we catch chlorine, you'll want the exosuit, because there's, like...
Again,
I think.
don't know how to make a... Okay, what do I need? Reed fiber. Where the hell do I get reed fiber from?
It's in that, what is it, green biome?
Oh, and apparently I've run out of storage space. So that's why they're not doing anything.
That's the point, it's usually in where the... vacuum in the biome. The green one.
Which biome did you say it was in?
It was, I can't remember, it's a green one, I know that much.
The swamp biome?
Yeah. It's usually in
Oh,
the...
thimbleweed.
Yeah, that's what it is. No. Sick? Yeah. Sick?
Hang on, let me try and see if I can actually look it up. Because I can make a load of... I could make stuff out of copper, that's easy. Maybe even iron. Hang on. Let me... Thimbleweed. Right. Is a wetlands plant used in the production of high-quality fabrics prized for their softness and breathability. Cloth made from thimbleweed owes... Okay, so... Oxygen, polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide, polluted water, water... Wait, it actually needs polluted water in order to grow?
I think?
Well, that's what it's saying it needed. It's just like... Oh, no, wait, does it produce polluted water? Or does it remove polluted water?
It's been so long, I do not remember.
Can you, like, wiki, please?
Yes.
Because it says minus 160 kilos per cycle, but it's like, okay, what does that mean? I mean, I could easily get to at least one. But so far, that's all I can get to, and I've got no other way of cultivating it. Thankfully, its temperature range is quite high. That is, of course, assuming that I have the capability to even plant in here. Maybe? Hey, seriously, there is a load of refined material here that's ready to use for these wires. Oh,
hello!
but I did that using iron ore rather than copper ore.
Yeah, but it uses boiling water.
So it uses polluted water.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Because I don't want polluted water. Oh, got a new dupe that I can get.
Hello!
Okay, that should be most of the wiring around here dealt with. No, don't put critter eggs in there. Yes, put those in there. Don't worry about the sand. Yes, put those in there.
Yeah, it
Don't
requires
put any ice in
160
there.
kilograms of boiling water.
Maybe. Yeah, put that in there. Do not put anything else in there. Raw material, refined material, and seed. I wish there was a way you could copy that. So, consumable ore, cultivatable soil, industrial ingredient, medical supplies, metal ore. Put the put that in there, that, and that. Eggshell. More mineral, that, and that. Oh, it's nearly been an hour. I'm sad.
Hey, you keep playing it on your off time anyway, so...
I know, but it's just like, at least while I'm doing this, I have an excuse.
True. You have an excuse anytime.
Yeah, but then I'm not doing any work, and then if I can't do any work, then...
No one knows.
Oh, good. Wait, have you been tamed? Why can't I capture you? Hang on, I think I have to... I need plastic. I don't have any plastic because I don't...
Plastic really cool.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little flying thing. I'm afraid to say you are dead because you're overcrowding. It's dead. I'm sorry. I didn't realise that that was going to happen, so... Okay, choose a blueprint. What have I got? Oh, care package of rust. I think I'll take that. What exactly do I have in here anyway? I've got 11 curative tablets, some allergy medication, some peppermint, some raw egg, or very little raw egg, tons of mushrooms, and some meal lice? Can I actually make some... I cannot make lice loaf because there is... Bristleberry sludge with an exceptionally long shelf life, and it's got a good quality to it. So
hello?
why have I not done that? Oh, because I don't have any
takes
sleep
a
wheat
while.
grains. That's why.
Yeah, it takes a while. It takes like 8. How long does meal take?
I don't know.
I think this only takes like 8 days or 8 cycles. Well, I don't remember.
Cultivatable soil, industrial ingredient, medical supplies, metallic ore, raw material. Right. Industrial ingredient, medical supplies, metallic ore. Doop there. And apparently now the bluff briar is now dying because its body temperature is too high. Seriously, I am having severe troubles trying to keep these rooms cold.
Depending on the area, it'll get hot over time. Hotter over time than in other areas. And it also depends on how many dupes and how many machines you're running as well. No wires that heat too late.
There aren't any wires running through here, and all the power's just shut off because nobody is supplying the generators! Farming supply, cook supply, medical supply, power supply. Okay, who's not... I should probably have both my cooks supplying while they're not doing anything else. It's certainly got nothing to do with the fact that there's carbon dioxide in the room, because there's always like a tiny amount of it.
Carbon dioxide and flow action will make the atmosphere heal somewhat, which is annoying.
I'm just amazed at how fast some of my dupes are running. It's like, first of all, they were like running really, really slowly, and now it's just like... they're going at like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Well, are you gonna go over?
Yeah, for now. I just want to try and see if I can work some very small things out. Again, I need to find some more coal, but again, they always border areas that's full of bloody chlorine. And again, I probably could... Isn't there also a machine that allows dupes to build clothes as well?
Yeah, it's the same machine. Well, it's not really clothes per se. It's more like this will help against the heat, or this will help against the cold. And there's
Because apparently I keep getting negative bonuses on things because of the clothes that they're wearing.
I'm not sure about that. So now there's the one that
So I keep
helps
checking the
with
room
the
score and it's just
cold.
like their outfits is -5.
Oh, because there's also one called fancy outfit or fancy suit. Yeah, I think that's why. It's in the same thing as accessories on. I think. I believe so.
Time to create more copper ore. Oh, look, there's a load of coal here, and I need to expand this operation a little, so... Let's just do that. Let's put a couple more storage bins here. Its temperature is 30 degrees, so why is it not recovering? And it may also just be as simple as because of the fact that the room's just too small as well. That's probably a reason why. Metal and refined material. Oh yes, and I forgot there's no oxygen in there. This really is one of those games where you can just sit here for hours and then just be like, oh shit, I have other things to do. So there's like a shit ton of algae up here. Right, let's replace those wires. These ones don't matter as much. Somebody can learn a new skill, but I don't really need to at the moment, considering they're all getting very, very stressed out. And it's no wonder you're getting stressed out. Seriously, why are they... Gristly meal? What do they eat as a gristly meal? Is it those... Oh yeah, because they've got too many skills. I really need to create a clinic or a massage clinic, because I haven't built one yet. Spirit's fallen asleep. I can hear him snoring.
No, I'm here.
You were snoring.
No, I was thinking.
You sounded like you were snoring.
No, I'm here. Maybe.
Whoops, we're sorry, but it seems the game has encountered an error. It's okay though, these errors are how we've...
Hmm?
Okay, apparently it just crashed.
Oh, well. No, I didn't.
Help, a black hole ate my game! I think I was trying to increase the speed. I think that's the problem. It's when you try and increase the speed as it's trying to, like, auto-save. It's just like, yeah, I don't like that. Apparently it's...
My show is 6 in the morning. Shush.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. I think I'll just stop that there, because I was planning on ending the stream anyway, but if anything, at most, I will probably just have to redo an entire cycle's worth of work, so... That's not a problem. Anyway, folks, that is the end of the stream for now. I will be back
Yeah.
later over on Twitch with Monster Hunter World because I like playing that game, and yes, bite me. And besides, I need to
Thank you.
sort of do the whole consistency thing. Anyway, folks, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Wait, what?
That's funny. No, it's running. It was a joke, because, you know how,
You had me because the I didn't. Can anybody even still hear me?
Yes.
I mean, not you. I mean, anybody on the stream. Can you still hear me? Apparently, it's still running.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yes. Can you hear me too? Because I may have to go. Okay then, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Stream's over. So, go away. Say goodbye, spirit.
Bye.